we'll just await that. And there you see Nationals General Manager Mike Burrows embracing his players, and obviously guys that have been a big part of this organization. Kevin Madden, he and Scott Goodman coming together were just two absolute top-notch kids all year long. But we will, I believe, head down to ice level as we await the presentation of the Sutherland Cup. Welcome back to Nationals Hockey here on Rogers TV as the Caledonia Corvairs continue their celebration on the ice in a overtime victory. 4-3 is the final in what was the closest game here of the Greater Ontario Junior Hockey League final in the Sutherland Cup. Just for those out of town, or the out of town fans, I'm sure in Caledonia know full well why there was a big chant there, and I believe we were trying to figure it out why they were chanting Butchie there. But Mark, take us through dedicating it to Jacob Butch. He was out there full front and center for them tonight.
Yeah, diagnosed with Ewing's sarcoma, and you know, it's always good to see that even though this is the most exciting moment of this Caledonia Corvairs year, that you know, the first guy to get it's in meaningful fashion. It's not the highest score on the team. It's not the guy who's making all the plays, or it's not the coach. It's they're dedicating it to a guy who's probably their MVP of the year, and probably a big source of motivation and dedication for this team. Yeah,
and I believe just got word that Jacob has since recovered from that diagnosis, so absolute fantastic news there. but they were right front and center with them as they hoisted the Sutherland Cup. Let's take a look back at the game, the goal here that was the winner here in overtime. As mentioned, down on the ice, shot comes through, that one rebound and then just fired through, and that one just hits the top of the, well, they call it bar down here, but Zotto with the initial shot, and then coming on the rebound was Blake Lascombe. That'll be coming into the game. He was in that 40-point territory too. So, Mark, as we finish things out here, a few minutes left here on the season, got to think, first off, congratulations to the Caledonia Corvairs, 3-time Sutherland Cup champions. They're going to be running out of space for room on. It was mentioned when you were down on the ice, the size of those rings that they hand out. It's going to be no doubt not a whole lot of room, but given the fact that we've been here all year with a lot of nationals, I got to say, first off, I mentioned when they were on the ice, absolute hats off to the organization for, they knew that it was going to be tough coming in here against the Caledonia Corvairs, but an absolutely fantastic season for the Western Conference champions. Yeah,
you know, these guys have been working for the whole 8 months and previous summer, getting ready for playoffs and getting into the postseason, trying to make a run. They work for another 2.5 months past exams. Some guys are making some alternate plans to stay and play in the Sutherland Cup finals for the Nationals, and for them it's a tough spot, but the team that showed up tonight was the team we've been looking for all series, and I think they leave on the best note that they can all series, coming in against the thunderous Caledonia Corvairs. We couldn't have asked for anything better for tonight, and for the London Nationals, congrats on the Bill Weir Trophy for the Western Ontario Conference this year. That's 3 in the last 5 years now, and a big congrats for making the finals and making a push against this Corvairs team.
We mentioned thanks to the both teams for having us here on Rogers TV. I want to have a big thank you first off to our good partner, and Paige Martin couldn't make it tonight. As mentioned, the players are making adjustments. Paige had plans already for early May, so Paige not able to make it tonight. Absolute huge thank you to Paige Martin for her part. And I found something this afternoon.
Oh no! Where'd you get that?
I was in the Nationals dressing room getting a few shots, and I found this sitting there. So for those who don't know, Mark Gazdic is finishing his time at the university up at Western, and he will be going back to Toronto. He's finishing up his degree. He's done. He's graduated. This guy's got a heck of a future ahead of him. But I know your time with the Nationals was big, my friend.
Yeah, well, I'm glad I get to leave with this. Yeah, I think I'll treasure this more than my Sutherland Cup, that's for sure.
So absolute, first off, thank you so much to you for what was an awesome season. We had a lot of fun. I know I was joking last year when I had Devin Golditz with me. I said, I've got a guy who comes from outside the Nationals organization, and then this year I switch it up and I bring a guy in that brought a couple of years with the Nationals together. Absolutely fantastic job, my friend, because you went from being the host to the color commentator, did an absolutely fantastic job. Thank you so much to all you fans for watching all year long here on Nationals TV, Nationals Hockey on Rogers TV. We'll see you in the fall.